You think you're doing so well, but then after disguising 4 players, you get found and you lose. You probably recognize this to some extent, but how to improve your game as Illusionist? Well, in this video I have 5 tips for you, so let's get into this. Hey there, today I have 5 tips for you on how to play better as Illusionist and hopefully win more games. If you don't know this role so well, here are the basics. The Illusionist is a solo killer and can therefore appear as a random killing role in your games. Its aura is unknown and every night it can select one player to disguise. A disguised player will appear as Illusionist to seers and is unknown to aura seers. It will also never equal to any other role when a detective checks the disguised player. During the day, the Illusionist can choose to kill all disguised player. When he does so, all the original roles will still be shown to the village, which makes the disguise undone. Being able to disguise players sounds pretty strong, but actually the fact that this role kills at day instead of at night makes it quite weak, and on top of that, it can only select one player per night, so this promises to be tough. Since the Illusionist doesn't offer as many kills as for example the Arsonist or the Bomber, the collaboration between you and the werewolf is crucial to win the game. Before working against the werewolves, it is important that you have some side on an evil win, since otherwise the village has enough time to find you and pull the trigger before you can do your job. Together with the werewolves, you can kill 2 players per day and night cycle, which is sometimes not even enough to seal an evil win. Also keep in mind that werewolves usually have a wolf seer, and the wolf seer can find roles like the medium and the jailer, so for you it's better to not randomly disguise players. But don't underestimate their power either. Before you know it, the werewolves have 50% of the total alive players, and then it's probably your end. Also, if you are a werewolf, please stop revealing the solo role when you die. It makes no sense, it makes the game harder for the Illusionist, and it also makes the game harder for your team. So if you are a werewolf and you're listening to this, please stop doing that. Since you are weak, you have to be smart. And if you are smart, you claim a good role that gives you a higher chance to survive longer and win the game. Claiming a provable role is always hard and can only buy you 1 or 2 nights. So you can do this in emergency cases, but don't claim a role like Witch in the beginning of a game or Grumpy Grandma for example. Claiming non-provable RVs like Bodyguard, Tough Guy, Doctor, Beast Hunter and even Avenger will give you way better chances. Personally, I like to claim such a role, and if you are also a player who does not like to take risk and instead tries to go in the route between Silence and Influencer, you can really claim a non-provable RV. If you have courage, then you can claim an informer role like Aura Seer or Spirit Seer, but this usually comes with skill as well, like knowing who is good and who is bad. If you do an aura simulation, also known as doing as if you are Aura Seer, then you can make use of your disguise power. For specific hints on aura simulation, I recommend checking out the How to Play as Wolf Seer video after this one, but where the Illusionist comes in handy is that he can make roles appear as unknown. This means that you can say that any given role is unknown, and if they deny that, you can fall back on saying that there is an Illusionist in game. Don't do this too often though, or it will become really obvious that you are fake. You can obviously do the same when you get checked by the informer. Just say you are disguised, but keep in mind however that when you do say this and you actually kill the disguised players, that you won't die, and then they see that you were in fact not disguised. If you use this argument, try to get everyone disguised before killing. You can also do a Spirit Seer simulation, but in that case I recommend giving a lot of blues instead of reds or purples. If you think you are going to include a werewolf in your information, then you can say someone is red, but don't screw it up
or you are next.
As said earlier, you are quite a weak role in terms of killing power, therefore it is essential to kill efficiently. First of all, try not to kill the same villagers as the werewolves. I recommend starting with disguising a few confirmed good roles, even if they won't be checked again. You can best leave roles like Jailer and Medium up to Werewolves since they have more information through their Wolf Seer, and roles like Seer are often protected. Disguising the aura seer is a really good idea, since they are your mirror if you do an aura simulation, and if the seer needs to confirm the aura seer, they appear as Illusionist. Keep in mind that disguising randomly like players that you don't know anything of can mean you disguise scapegoats, which can be a plus, but you can also disguise werewolves when you don't want to do that, or even the fool, which can be really bad or even dangerous. Disguising gunner and seer could pay off, but are likely to be protected. Disguising confirmed good roles, on the other hand, means that you basically throw away your disguise power, as these roles are unlikely to be checked again since they just got confirmed good, but you can at least kill efficiently. Try to kill your disguised players around day 3 or 4, and if you do it earlier, you don't reach the potential of the disguise ability, but if you do it later, the village will know that they are really in trouble if they don't kill you ASAP, so you don't want to become a high threat either. In the end, start disguising werewolves as well, especially if you want the seer to believe a werewolf is Illusionist and therefore the high priority. Last but not least is that you should watch out for late game hazards. Imagine you did a perfect aura simulation, you killed a lot of players and you are now in the end game. Turns out there is an RV Avenger and he is waiting for you to kill him so that he can tag you back. Or a tuning werewolf who prefers a tie over an Illusionist win. Or even a fool who can still win in this scenario. Well, you definitely don't want any of these roles in the end of your game. Make sure you eliminate them in time so that you can really seal your well-deserved win and enjoy your victory, because now you did it. Here is a quick summary of the hints. 1. The werewolves are your friends. 2. Claim a role quickly if you want to have a good chance. 3. Use your disguise power if you do an aura simulation. 4. Plan your kills. 5. Watch out for endgame hazards. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Shout out to my members Tokyo Lights, Violetta and ExplodingColaYT YouTube. Both my and their links are in the description. For now, click on the playlist on the end screen and I will see you later. And don't be a traitor, go there.